Hey guys, this is CT and it is 1:16 a.m. Eastern Time. I'm sorry, I apologize if you guys are hearing that noise in the background. That's just my AC, and it's really hot where I am. Um, I wanted to talk about the, my take on the Tower Challenge, which was to get Rajah, the prize character, basically from Aladdin. Um, so yeah, I didn't really have an issue with this one. Actually had a lot of fun. Around the time when the thing had started, the around the event, the Tower Challenge, around the time when that had started, was that, well, basically, I went ahead and bought, like, a chest that, like, which was like $5 or something. So I bought a chest, and then all of a sudden I ended up with two Raja air hats and two torn garments. So, well, that was a plus. And I was pretty much like prepped for it. Like, I was getting like a lot of the points that was needed. So basically, all I did was, like, I basically had completed each section of the, to get the character, like, within like 2 to 3 days. So when I used my extra day, like, let's talk about like day one or chapter one or what have you. Well, I was able to get, for the next chapter, I was able to get, like, basically 15 points worth within the first day when the new chapter had arrived and all of that. And that was, like, really awesome. That was like one of the best things ever. You know, I didn't really care all that much to get the prize, the last prize that was needed. Um, but I try to fight hard on it. So the one thing I like, in chapter 3 section, I didn't get the concession stand, which was the tiger tail. I didn't get that. So I was like, it's not really that important to me. All it's important to me is getting the character, the prize character, Rajah, and that's it. I didn't really care about anything else. Of course, I had to use, like, some of my, my gems at the same time, because, when I'm dealing with my issues and all of that stuff, I used it for help, for aid, for guidance, and all that. So there's that. Um, and yeah, I was able to get, a lot of these things done. Basically, right now, I'm still, like, I'm still planning on finishing up the rest of, like, trying to finish up leveling up the, like, the main characters, so that way, like, later on when there's more events and all that stuff, I can knock those things out, because I think, like, the more higher the level you are, like the max level that they're asking for, the more points you get, right? So, I mean, things could go a lot faster, a lot smoother, and that's just it, right? So, I'm still working up on the rest of the characters. Uh, most of my main characters are right there. So that's good. Um, sometime, like, sometime I reached up to getting, like, Peter Pan characters, which is good. So that was, like, one of my, like, that's a good thing for me. And what happened was that, I'm trying really, really hard to try to get Wendy, and, of course, I need Peter Pan, and I do need, John and Michael. So that's really hard, what I'm working on. Um, I think like when I get Wendy and level her up a little bit, then the other characters will like. I think like maybe John and Michael uh, might be like the next one. Either one of those two, and then like Peter Pan might be the last. I'm not even sure. So, but yeah. Anyways, that's that. So, also, um, later today I'm gonna go see that Dark Phoenix film. Uh, so I'm gonna see that in the Dolby Cinemas, and that should be pretty good. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I am a huge comic book fan, you know, and I I don't know. Like there are people out there that are really like skeptical about it, but I'm gonna go take a look, see how it is, how it's going, and everything. So yeah, there's that, and I also wanted to talk about Aladdin, the 2019 film, and well, for me, I'm gonna say it like this, okay? Uh, let's get on right to it with the songs. All right, so the starting song, Arabian Night, I did not like that at all. Okay, I really did not like that. I hated that because when I was like seeing it, I didn't have a problem with the way how it started, but the way how it went, that is what I had a problem with because they played it like soft and all that, and I was like, man, the way how I remembered it, they played that thing like pretty hard though, and so I kind of wish that they played it like pretty hard, like just kind of like the way how they played it in like in the original cartoon, animated film or even the TV series. I wish that they played it like that, but that was just disappointing to me. Um, but yeah, Will Smith as the genie, he literally rocked "You Never Had a Friend Like Me" song, and that was like I think that was like my favorite out of him. So I wish he sang that song like how he did. I wish he sang it for like the way how he sang that song. I wish he sang it for like the Arabian Nights. Uh, yeah, I just wish he did. I just wish he did sang it like that. Um, the one who played the guy who played Aladdin. Wait, what was his name? Mena Masood, or I don't know how you pronounce his name actually. It shouldn't really be a thing because like I'm West Indian, so I mean anyways, never mind that. I found him like pretty good. Like it was really he played the role pretty good. Just that what happened in the film, like I wasn't I was not crazy about his suit. I wish like it could have gone a lot better than it did. I wish he wore it like like I mean he's supposed to be like a street rat or something, but I didn't understand his like why he wore clothes like that. I wish I wish he wore clothes like how he did in the animated film basically. Like I wasn't crazy about the shirt. He kind of should have been like shirtless but wearing a vest. And that was, yeah. So something like that. Um, but yeah, so when like his hairstyle for the film, in the film was pretty good. I wish it could have been a lot. I wish it could have been a lot, bigger or something. But you know, doesn't matter anymore. Um, yeah, so like, and when the time when he was like Prince Ali, um, he like they cut off his hairstyle or something and changed it up, and he ended up with a shorter hairstyle and everything. And I was kind of like a little disappointed with that, because they should have like neatened up his hairstyle. And when he was Prince Ali, so they should have neatened up his hairstyle. And and that was just it. Instead of just like cutting it. um the clothes in the film, was pretty good. When he was Prince Ali, I thought that they wouldn't have been able to pull that suit off, but to my amazement, to my surprise, they did it good. They did it justice and everything. Um, yeah. So let's get on with you know let's get on with Naomi Scott, who played Princess Jasmine. There's actually a lot to say about her. I'll tell you that much. There's actually a lot to say about her, and the thing is, like, she did the character justice. You know what I mean? Because like when you think about it, back in the day, in the animated film, uh, it was kind of, in some cases, it was kind of like she was like supposed to be like some kind of a trophy wife or something, and that didn't hit. That wasn't like all that good. I mean, I know like she wanted to. I know like I know that she wanted to be like, okay, like she had like a purpose, which was actually true in the film. And so that so yeah, and the film did that whole thing justice. That was good. um there's no way else. There really isn't anywhere else to say about it, because this the whole thing with Princess Jasmine is like, how it went in that film was good. Like, I had to agree with some, certain points in the way how that film went, um in the direction it was taking it, because like, whatever. But there's this song that she sang, was called Speechless, and I don't know, like, the way how it went, I didn't find like there was much of a point to that, but I was like, okay. I mean, yeah, you know. And I have to say, like, one of my favorite, like one of my favorite guy, like one of my favorites was one of my favorite scenes was uh, what was it? It was the part where Aladdin was Prince Ali, and he was um like where he was meeting with Princess Jasmine in the castle and in the kingdom. I mean, and he was like introducing himself and like of course like Will Smith's character was as a genie. I mean, he was just basically being Will Smith, pretty much. That's what he's doing. And that was no surprise, but at the same, but in some cases, the way how he made that work, it was good. Like because the thing is, he was like he has never been embarrassed for that was like his first time ever within the amount of years of him being embarrassed and everything. Like I think, yeah, actually that was actually one of my that was actually like one of my favorite scenes, even with him and with Prince Ali and Princess Jasmine, like dancing and stuff, and you know, yeah, it was pretty much like that part right there in the film. So I think I would say like that was like the middle of the film. That was like my favorite. That was like one of my favorite parts of the movie, and what else? The guy that played the Sultan, that was good. He was really good. I mean, he didn't really have to do much or of anything, but he played the character real well. He was like a father figure instead of like being so accepting and all of that, like how he was in the animated film. Um, yeah, I did not like any of that. I'm sorry to say, but I did not like any of that, and yeah, but he, but so far, like the guy that played Jafar, he was awesome, and I was happy with his performance. I wasn't really too crazy about his suit. I think his suit could have looked a lot better. Like he had like this cover, like in the cartoon, the animated film, he had like this cover around his around his head, like around his neck, covering, so yeah, it was being all like covered up mostly and all of that. And I don't know, like the way how he looked in the film was, I don't know, it was the way how he looked in the film was I don't know. I don't know. It didn't really fit right with me. So yeah, I mean the only person that I think like was the real deal and everything was basically Princess Jasmine. That was it, you know, and like even though she didn't really wear her like the way how the suit was supposed to be like in the animated film, I think the way how she wore this suit in the film, in the live action film, that I think was good. I think it fit her like real well. So I don't have any complaints about that. Honestly, I do not. It really worked. The way how everything was done, that it worked out pretty. It worked out pretty good. I'm gonna say it like that. It worked out for the best. So I don't really have much of any complaints about that. But yeah. So Anyways, I mean, it is what it is, right? I mean, everybody else would have their own point, their own thing, their own like review or opinion or what have you about it, whether they want to critique it or not or something. You know, that's all good. But yeah, the way how they did this film, there's something that they could have done a lot better, and then there's things that could have, and there are things that could have like, and the thing is, they were better, they were better. So, right. Um, I think if anything, I give this film like maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10. So yeah, and they also have like the Funko Pops. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with those, but around the time when they weren't out, I mean, around the time when they did come out, it wasn't like as popular as it is right now. So, they have like the Princess Jasmine Funko Pop, which is really nice, like from the film. Um, it's a Hot Topic exclusive, and yeah, I gotta say, like it's a really nice design on how Princess Jasmine looked. So yeah, like she's wearing like this pinkish, this pinkish suit, and I would say like that if you guys want to get it, that's fine. That's basically up to you. But it's really a nice figure to have. Um, I'm thinking about getting the other Princess Jasmine one, and there's one that has like just plain old Jasmine in it, and like she's basically like dressed up in the street, like trying to like how she is, like trying to get away from the castle and I mean the kingdom or something, and whatever's to see what the outside world is like, what she's been missing all this time and whatever, because she never really went anywhere, and so she wanted to have that experience, which I think was like the best thing. So basically, yeah, it it worked out real well for uh, for this character and everything, and I might get the rest of them. The genie one looks really nice. Yeah, so uh, and then the movie, like okay, the movie Aladdin Funko Pop, that looks really awesome too. Yeah, like the film ones, those 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 looks really awesome. So yeah. Anyways, I've been talking for for too long and everything, and also just just trying to get my thoughts and all that together, share my experiences with you guys, with the topic at hand and everything, and just yeah, I mean that's just it. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I don't know what the other event on this on Disney Magic Kingdom is gonna be. Um, so yeah, I just hope it don't take up too much of anything, and we should really get on right to it. So hopefully, my luck in this game in Disney Magic Kingdoms would be a lot better. For those of you who failed to get Rajah, I I'm sorry that you guys have to face that. Um, but yeah, so yep. All right. Later.